Hi friends, it's me Ali, your fancy friend in Montreal, and today we're doing a full face of Prada Beauty because guess what? Prada Beauty is now available at Sephora Canada. I picked up some new items and lucky me, Prada Beauty also sent me a PR package. So all of this together, we're going to do a full face of Prada Beauty and I'll give you lots of swatches for those of you at home shopping online. But that is today's video. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. I was able to buy Prada Beauty a couple of years ago because I was on vacation in London and I shopped at Harrods and Selfridges. But now that it's available at Sephora Canada, a whole new world is opened, and I ordered this one here online. It's one of their new eyeshadow palettes. This is number 7 Peony. It looks very soft and very everyday and wearable. I really hope it doesn't end up pulling too pink. We'll see. I mean, I think it's going to be more neutral. I'm definitely going to lean into the more neutral everyday colors. I just wanted a palette for every day. Some of the other options are more fun and more bold. I'll give you a swatch comparison of the other palette that I have from Prada. This one is number 2. I think it's called Dimensions. This one here is not everyday. It is not a light everyday wearable look. It's a beautiful smoky eye with a yellow twist. It's quite nice, but because this is the palette that I purchased when I was in London, I wanted peony just to sort of balance everything out. This is what Dimensions looks like. It is really gorgeous, and don't let that mustard yellow throw you off. It is a really fun punch and pop of color. I don't use it every time, of course. I usually focus on the other colors, but it's really pretty. And now that you can see what I bought when I was in London, you understand why I got peony. I wanted something every day. And then I also purchased one of their new eyeliners, if I can get it open. Is it a twist? Is it a twist? No. No, it's a pop-off. I don't know what was wrong with me. But this is their Durable Gliding Eye Pencil in number 4 Ember. It's one of the ones you have to sharpen yourself. And let's just see what it looks like. I wanted something a little bit different, not quite a black or a brown. This one is called Ember, and it's very, very pretty. And one thing I noticed, I did wear this one, it stains. I've never seen a pencil eyeliner that stains the lid, like it really stays in place, so that's good. We're going to dive into the eyes first, and then we'll continue with the rest of the face. Everything that I'm mentioning, the brushes, the products, are listed in the affiliate links down below. I'm just going to pick up this. Oh, it's interesting. I forgot that these are refillable, so it does move a little bit. Be mindful of that. I'm using a Makeup Forever brush here, and I'm just going to sweep this all over the lid. I may in fact use all 5 colors. I don't usually use every color in the palette, but I want to use all the colors here for you. Maybe I'll just create 2 separate eye looks. This first color here, it's much lighter than I anticipated. At first I thought it was going to disappear on me, but it's actually much lighter. There are in fact only 4 colors. I don't know why I said 5. I got confused for a moment. I'm going to use this color here in the center, and this is an Esom brush, the S33. Just going to pick this up. One thing about Prada Beauty eyeshadows is that they are incredibly buttery. They're so smooth, they're very soft, and it was hard to resist. There are 3 new palettes available. The other ones looked maybe a bit too warm and a little bit too bold. If my first palette from Prada Beauty was a little bit lighter, I would have gone with something else, but I really wanted something more complementary. I think that this is very pretty, but I do wish this second color up here was maybe a little bit deeper. Just keep that in mind if you're similar to my skin tone or deeper than I don't know. I was hoping to see it a little bit more. I could always add bronzer in the crease if I needed to. Now going into this color here with a MAC brush. I think it's like a 239 or something. Just going to pick this up and I'm going to pack it on the lid here. And now I'm going to go into this color here. And this one looks a little bit pinky and a bit more satiny. So I'm just going to place this, maybe I'll just sort of pat it on the lid. So this look is very soft and it is pulling a little pink, a little peachy, not too much because those are not usually my favorite hues. I just wish they were they were more intense, especially this center shade. I wish it was just a little bit deeper because like I'm a pretty medium skin tone. If you have a much deeper skin tone than I'm not really sure how this is going to look on you. There's a little bit of fallout as well. I'll clean that up in a minute. This is nice, but I'm just gonna push forward, do eyeliner and mascara. And I'm hoping that will turn this into a look. So I'm going to use the eyeliner Ember. I'll go in the waterline here, that's called tight lining. And then I'll also draw a thin line on top. I think the eyeliner is fantastic. It glides on like butter, like a dream. The color Ember, it's not quite black, not quite brown. It offers a little bit of mystery, and there's also no glitter. There's no glitter, like chunky glitter particle. It has luminosity to it, but it looks very elegant, not tacky. Let's go into mascara. Prada did send me their new mascara. This is called the Prada Scope Lash Lifting and Lengthening Mascara in black. I'm sure that they will come out with new colors in the future, but this is what the wand looks like. It's very interesting. It looks like a little comb for your lashes. Let's go ahead and do a demonstration here. I have been wearing this off camera and testing it out secretly. So this is meant to grip the lashes and lift. So this is the mascara. This is meant to be lifting and separating and to give lots of length. I think it does accomplish all of those things. However, I would like to see just a little bit more drama. I like a fake lash effect. Don't get me wrong. I think that this is a good mascara, but I just want a little bit more va-va-voom with my mascara. If you want lots of length, lift, and definition, this is for you. If you want tons of that va-va-voom volume, this may not be quite it. Just letting you know. Okay, let's move on to the base. I'm going into my foundation here. This is the only Prada foundation they have at the time. And I use the shade MN40. The foundations here are refillable. So I bought this in store when I was in London. So MN40 for a reference at home if you want to use me as a guide for your foundation. I'm blending it out with the Prada Beauty concealer brush. I love this brush. So this foundation here, it applies like a dream. It covers quite nicely. It's like a nice medium coverage. The finish, I would say, is like a soft velvet, a little bit more matte. It is luminous, but it's not like a glowy or dewy or anything like that. It's beautiful. It's like your skin, but better, but a little bit more high coverage. And even though this is technically a concealer brush, I use it for the foundation. And as a concealer brush, I love it. I've owned this for a couple of years. I absolutely adore it. It works really well. Even though it's technically only for concealer, you can't stop me. And actually the sales assistant, when I was in London, who was helping me, she used this to blend out the foundation. And I was like, oh, tell me more, what is this? So I've just been talking to you here, blending this out. Very little work. And you can see it's natural, it's soft and luminous. I just used some micellar water to cleanse my hand, and the eyeliner is refusing to budge. So the eyeliner is very long wearing. I just wanted to show you that struggle here. Okay, anyway, There is no current Prada Beauty concealer or blush. I'm certain that they will come out shortly, so I'm just going to go ahead and swap out a few items. I'm using the Armani concealer here, just a little bit. And I'll go ahead and use my Prada concealer brush just for this. I know that they came out with a face powder and they have tons of lip products. I have lip products that I got in PR to show you. But so far, no bronzers, no blushes, but like I stated, just wait, those will come out in time. For the blush, I just put on a little bit of RMS Beauty in the shade Crystal Slipper. Now, let's get into the lips because I have 4 lip products to show you here. The first one is the Prada Universal Lip Balm, and look at this. It is the most fun mint green color. Isn't that so pretty? So this one here is the shade 000. It's universal. This one is clear. I'm just going to apply it here on camera with you. There's no scent. There is no color. It's just a beautiful, very luxurious Prada lip balm. And I believe these are refillable. A lot of their products are. Let me double check. Yes, these are in fact refillable, so that's good to know. A lot of their products, I think everything, like the eyeshadows are refillable. You can pop out the colors and keep the case, the foundations, the lip products. So this is just with this beautiful light mint green. It's very fun, a very fun color. Next, I have one that sort of adapts to your skin pH, like the Lip Addicts from Dior, but this is the shade Astral Pink. It's called U001, and it's this beautiful blue, but I did in fact do a swatch on the back of my hand. So you can see it turned a little bit pink. So this, again, is just very fun. This beautiful frosted light baby blue that turns pink. Let's go ahead and see. The pink is very natural and very subtle and sort of just keeps activating as I'm talking to you. It's giving a mood ring, but in a lip balm. That's really fun. I think it's very cute. So both of these lip balms were gifted to me in PR. And then I have one Real Deal lipstick that I also received in PR that I want to show you. But I also have a lipstick that I purchased back in London that I want to show you. But this is really pretty. A mood ring for your lips is how I would describe this product. I purchased the Prada Monochrome Soft Matte Blur Lipstick, and this is the shade B101. Honestly, it's one of my favorite colors. You can see I'm like halfway done this lipstick here. It's really pretty. It's my nude lip, but better. That's what it looks like here. I'll show you how it applies. It's such a beautiful soft color. It's matte, but without being heavy, without being waxy. And it's so pretty. Like this is a look here. It's very soft, very natural. Is she wearing makeup? I mean, I am, but that's the type of look here. It is so pretty. And this formula is really nice. So again, it's B101. If you're looking for a perfect everyday nudie lipstick, this is a top contender. Now let's go into this new lipstick that Prada sent me. This one here is a different matte. It's called the Monochrome Hyper Matte, and all of these are refillable like I stated. So this one is matte, but even more so. This is the lipstick here. This one is B03 Mahogany, a maroon brown. Let me do a swatch comparison. I can in fact see a difference in the texture. This one here is hyper matte, so it isn't quite as luminous. I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but in person, it looks just more matte, and obviously the color is very different here, which I think might be nice with this look here because the eye look is very soft. Maybe pairing it with a very dramatic lip will be very nice. You know what? Left to my own devices, this is not a color I would have gravitated towards on my own, but I think it's very pretty and I think it works very well with this very soft eye look. It feels hyper matte. It doesn't feel quite as moisturizing as the one I showed you before, but it doesn't feel drying. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel waxy. It just feels more matte. I think it looks more matte, but it has a little bit of shine, just a little bit. Anyway, that is our look here, but I think we need to go into a fragrance in order to complete a beauty look. So let me go ahead and use my Prada Paradox perfume here. Really a very lovely scent. Let me just spray that. Okay, let's do a sort of highs and lows recap of what I purchased and what I received in PR. The Peony palette, I think it's pretty. I think maybe if I had purchased this in person and I had swatched the other palettes, I may have gone for a different palette because it's much softer than I had anticipated. Like this, it's pretty, but I think I was expecting more color payoff, more intensity, more saturation. Yeah. If I had purchased this in person, I don't think I would have gone with Peony. I don't think it's terrible. I think the quality is there. It's just not the hues I was expecting. This happens with online purchasing, which is why I'm here to swatch and show you in person. The eyeliner, fantastic. Definitely a high, definitely a huge high for me. I think it glides, it stains, it stays in place, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't budge. It really is fantastic. The mascara for me, it's 50-50. It's not a bad mascara, but I'm just very picky with mascara. Mascara is very personal. I think if you want lots of length and separation and definition, it's good. If you want lots of va-va-voom volume, perhaps not. So yeah, that's that. As far as, well, I only have one Prada Beauty brush. Spectacular. I would recommend this. It's fantastic. It's great for a concealer, but you can do your whole face with it. You can do your foundation and then concealer. So less brushes, less to do. Fantastic. Foundation, it's great. I've owned it for 2 years now, I guess, whenever I was in London, and it's fantastic. I don't use it every single day because I don't always want lots of coverage, but I think it's beautiful. And, you know, as a reference, I have dry, dehydrated skin. I'm 37. It doesn't settle into fine lines. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't do anything like that. So it's really nice. As far as the lip products go, I think both of the lip balms are very extra, very luxurious. If you want to feel like a very fancy lady, I think you would enjoy these a lot, especially the color changing mood ring lip gloss, or lip balm, I should say. Very lovely. And the lipsticks, I've been waxing poetic about their lipsticks for a long time. Nothing has changed. I think this is a very beautiful color, and I think it pairs nicely with this very light nude look. I think it's just going to be a question of shades, because there are a lot of shades to choose from. The difference between the matte and then the hyper matte is a little, it's like a little scotch of dryness. The hyper matte is just more matte. It's less satiny. You're not going to have that satin finish. So it's really just going to be up to you what you're more comfortable with, but I'm actually very happy with this color. I would not have picked this for myself, but I think it's very lovely. So that's sort of highs and lows recap. And the perfume paradox. I mean, perfume is very personal. For me, I absolutely adore it. It's floral, it's fruity, it's an eau de parfum, so it's a bit stronger and lasts all day. But overall, I really enjoy Prada Beauty. Their products are expensive, but they really work. The quality is there. Everything, the textures are buttery and smooth. They're complementary to other brands. They work very nicely. Obviously, the first eyeshadow palette that I got is much more intense and much more punchy than the second one, but everything is buttery and smooth and lovely. So I'm very happy to see Prada Beauty available at Sephora Canada. So whenever there's a new release, I can easily order online. I made my first purchase of sort of everything in person, which was easy to just get everything at once because you can actually see the textures. But now that we have it online in Canada, and also at Sephora, there's Sephora counters being built and opening soon where you can actually go in person and swatch and touch. That really does make a difference, and I'm very excited for that. So yeah, that is it for today's video. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. I do lots of reviews and tutorials, so make sure you're subscribed. And that's all I have for you guys for today. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day. And maybe in honor of Prada and their everything is green, has that beautiful mint green, leave a green emoji. Any green emoji of your choice, leave one in the comments below. That's all I have for you for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.